welcome to the channel. My name is Anna Maria and I will take you through some myths, legends and folklore. And in today's episode I will talk about Saturn. If you like this episode, please like, comment and subscribe. It will help out the channel a lot. First of all, I'm sorry for pronunciations. I will try my best. Saturn is a god in Roman religion and mythology. He was the god of time, wealth, abundance, liberation and agriculture. His wife or consort was Ops or Opis, who is a goddess. She is also his sister. I've done an episode about Opis before and I will link it in the description. Life under Saturn was quite peaceful and it's described as the Golden Age. He is sometimes depicted with a scythe or a sickle. Saturn is often compared to the Greek Kronos, who is the leader of the Titans in Greek ancient religion. He is also sometimes loosely compared to the Etruscan god Saturn. Saturn's festival was called Saturnalia and it was held in December. The festival had a banquet for the people, gift-giving and a carnival. It was also a sacrifice that was made at the temple of Saturn that was in Rome, Italy. There are ruins left of this temple there today. The gifts that were given were often pottery, but also practical joke gifts. There is no full description of the festival, so all the information we have are pieced together from different sources and descriptions. Up till 217 BC, the festival had all the Roman customs. But after the battle called the Battle of Lake Trasimene, the Romans were defeated and more Greek rituals were introduced to the festival, such as a public banquet. But there was also a moment of free speech in the festival where roles were reversed. So, for example, the slaves could be like the masters and the masters could be like the slaves. But to what extent that was taken is debated. Saturnalia was one of the few festivals that was celebrated through the empire and not just in a local area. So it had an influence. Even after Christianity took over more and more, Saturnalia was still celebrated by many. Saturn is a complex deity and have many sources and descriptions about him. There are things about him that are very Roman and have the Roman attributes for the gods, but over time there are also many Greek influences and Greek rites about him, like the sacrifices that changed over time. In Roman cults, the sacrifices were made by a person that had their head covered with a veil, and in Greek cults the head was uncovered. The Greek rites were the most commonly used though. In some Roman and Etruscan beliefs, Saturn was also connected to lightning, making him the only god of agriculture that had that power. There was a populist politician and tribune for the poor in 104 BCE called Lucius Appius Saturnius, and he issued a coin where Saturn was driving a quadriga, which is a 4-horse driven chariot. And on the other side of the coin was the goddess Roma. Lucius wanted to make the situation for the poor better, and he also wanted the support from the poor. And Saturn was a quite popular god amongst the people. And that was all for this episode. I hope you liked it and I will see you in the next one.